just left Lake Proserpine and we had a really good time there. Nice and relaxing for the whole week, and then we done some shopping in at Proserpine. Then we've just got here to Conway Beach. We've just come down the ocean front just to have a look before we go and check into the Big Four, but have a look at that place. That's pretty good. Goes all the way around. So when we got to Conway Beach, this is the reception area, and this is where you check in. This reception area is amazing. All the memorabilia around. It was a good little shop. You can buy your basics there, bit of milk, bit of bread, soft drinks, and heaps of memorabilia, hot rod shirts, hot rod pillows, all the knickknacks you can buy there. And then you can walk into this diner. And this diner is pretty amazing. They've got 60s rock and roll music playing. There's pictures up everywhere. We even stopped and we had lunch there. Loretta couldn't go past having a spider, so she had a Coke spider while we were there. And also there's the Conway Beach Express. It's a little train that goes around the park. It picks the kids up, does a lap of the park, and then drops you back off. Pretty amazing. And the tide's out a fair way. We come up to this little creek, and when you come around, there's just a heap of this dead wood. It's actually pretty amazing. When you see that, how to get there? Is there a creek? Does the creek go back a little bit further? Don't sort of want to go any further, but yeah, pretty nice on the beach here.
So today we're off to Airlie Beach. As most of you might know, we actually got married there 6 years ago. So it's a pretty special place for us. We'll take you for a tour. Today we're at Dingo Beach.
Dingo Beach, I think it's about 30 k's north of Airlie Beach. But we thought we'd come down here, have a bit of a barbecue, out the back of the car, sausage sizzle, and the tide's going out. But it's actually really nice and peaceful. No one's here. But here's the view of Dingo Beach. Pretty cool area. They've even got a swimming enclosure, but I don't think it's been maintained at all. There's holes in it everywhere. You know, for the box jellyfish, irukandjis, things like that. But the water is crystal clear, super clear out there. Definitely a beautiful spot. We're going to go for a walk up to the end of the beach. Well, when I say a walk, it's a bit of a hobble for me, but we'll get there. So Loretta, you just went for a long walk on the beach. Then I stayed back here and got everything ready and cooking a sausage sizzle. Not bad. First time we've really used the induction cooktop with the inverter out of the back here, and it's a bit windy, but again we're not losing any heat. Sausages are getting cooked, so yeah, it's pretty good. But what a pretty good backdrop to be having a sausage sizzle on. We're up the top of Flagstaff Hill in Bowen, and it's a pretty magic spot up here. The water's really clear. We're up here on a really good day, so there's lots of stuff up here. There's a restaurant as well. I'm not too sure if you can see it through there. There's a restaurant through there, and somewhere nice to sit, have a picnic if you want. But it's a really nice place to come up and see Bowen. Alright, if you like what you're seeing, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. It just helps us to get more content out to you guys. Alright, we've left Flagstaff Hill. Now we've come down to Bowen Jetty. So I'm just going to go as far as I can go. And Loretta's going to keep on walking to the end. It's a pretty big jetty, this. I like how there's signs. Warning, sharks frequent these areas.
So I made it to the end of the jetty, left Hoppy behind. It's probably about, I reckon, a K round trip down to the end and back. Some great views, and if you like fishing, this is probably the place to be. Hunting and gathering today, Anthony?
Hunting and gathering. Gonna catch us dinner.
Looks like we're having steak.
Alright, here we are at Creek and Antiques and found a gem of a spot. It's a hip camp and we're right by the creek. Hope you enjoy it. So here it is. Creek and Antique Camping. It's a pretty cool spot. We're right there on the river. And that's where we go swimming. You got canoes, stand-up paddleboards, everything here to use. It's a beautiful spot. To come into Creek and Antiques is a really cool creek crossing, and then you got to go through and up this hill, and we have the Caravan up there, and it was a pretty cool crossing to welcome you to the campsite. But we've set up, and I'll show you a bit of the campsite in a minute. But then we've come for a drive, and we've come up this hill. The footage probably doesn't do it any justice, but it was pretty steep getting up here. And we're up to the lookout, and if you come around to the lookout, if we pan around here, don't fall over, Loretta. But the views up here are pretty cool, pretty amazing. You can see all the way, flies are a bit bad, aren't they? But you can see all the way out to the ocean, over to the right there, and just the views of the paddocks. It's pretty awesome. We're just going off to the dam and have a look at the dam, collecting some firewood and gonna have a fire tonight. So I think I read in their advert for this campsite that they released over 250 fingerlings of barra into this dam. So I might get the fishing rod out and have a crack. Okay, so I just want to take you through what we do when we're at a beautiful freshwater creek like this one here. The water is amazing, it's crystal clear, it's really, really cold if you want to go for a swim. But when we're off grid, I want to take you through what we do. So this is only 4 showers and the washing machine as well. So it's so we can have an endless supply of water. When we can have showers, we can use the washing machine off grid, and we can stay for a little bit longer. Water is the biggest problem about maintaining water. You've always got to go and get water. So this helps our setup, and then we keep our tanks just purely for our drinking water and cooking and things like that. But what we've done, we bought this Kickass portable pump pack. It's 12 litres per minute. So just like your Caravan, it's the same sort of pump in there. And I've seen people make them up in toolboxes and pelican cases, but to be honest, it's easy just to buy this one from Kickass. So Kickass, they do a really good product here. But on the outside of the box, you'll see, we'll start from this side. It's got an Anderson plug, and that's for power, and you switch on and off. And so that's on that side. On this side, you've got a in and an out, like a hose fitting. So with that hose fitting, you just connect water coming in, and then water gets pumped out. But on the inside, it's pretty clean, pretty slick. There's your pump. It's got a small filter on it. All the wiring is in there. It's like the Pelican case, already done. It's waterproof, so it is really good. I do have an Anderson plug here, which is on a switch. So I've just got it here for just to demonstrate what we do. But I'll take it down here and I'll show you how it all connects up. So come on down. So because I have it here, all I do, here's the hose. So the hose is already in the water, and I've got it down in the water. A big rock is holding the end down, and it's got a filter on the end of that hose. So I plug that into the water in, and then I've got a little adapter hose here which I go on to the outside. So when I turn it on, the water gets pumped in through this filter, and that's a carbon filter and a 0.5 micron filter. So it goes through the two filters, and then it gets pumped up to the Caravan, and I just plumb it into the Caravan where you do your normal mains water. All right, okay, so here's the Anderson plug. I've just run the Anderson plug up to my car, so any sort of power source that you can do. So you plug that in down the bottom here. Here's the on and off switch. So you turn it on. It takes a while for it just to prime up. But once it gets going, then the pressure comes out really well. Now what we do here, I actually plug this into the mains area of the Caravan. So how we connect it, how we connect the water to the Caravan, most of us will have one of these with the Caravan, just your inline filters. They're really good. It's the best water filters. They're really good. So all I do is where the hose from the filters near the creek, where that comes, plug that into my filter, and then this end I plug into my Caravan down here. I plug it into there, and then that way the line goes directly into the Caravan, and then we just have showers, and we only connect it up when we're having showers or we're using the washing machine. So we're at Creek and Antique Hip Camp, and this here is you can just come up and have a look. This is all the antiques. There's everything from old stoves, that's a sausage filler. There's just everything in here, which is pretty amazing. Even the pokie machines, they work over there. But there's just a lot of stuff in here, which is good to see that someone's actually put it in a shed and looked after it. So yeah, definitely guarantee you to come here and stay at this hip camp. Creeks and Antique. It's at Calen in Queensland.
So that's all from Creeks and Antiques, and until next time, we'll see you on the road. Bye.